at this beautiful Portuguese villa in Goa to figure out how fruitful your investment could be if you were to buy a second home in Goa. I am with Satish Dodani of The Weekend Plan, who tells us how a villa owner can actually monetize from his villa other than the price appreciation.
The Weekend Plan is essentially a luxury vacation company. We came in around a year and a half back to Goa and decided that this is where we belong to begin with. We have properties in Maharashtra and Goa, now Simla and other places. What we did is we went to a lot of property owners who do not get enough time at their own house. It's the sad part that they don't get as much time to spend at their own properties. So we want other people to get their benefit. At the same time, the owners to monetize from it. The advantage here is that property cost cannot be received back just by renting out the property, but the management of the property can be taken care of. So there is a financial aspect to it, which is of course as part of the lease arrangement. So property owners can give it to us for lease. We will take care of the property, maintain it for them, with the staff. We have a team of carpenters, gardeners, electricians who maintain the property in pristine condition. So when the owner wants to come back and stay at his own house, property is as good as new. In the meantime, other people who do not have property access to such beautiful places like ours can come and stay and pay a small price and cheaper than a hotel actually, and much more private than any hotel could ever be, with the same five-star amenity.
Right. So, in terms of a villa owner, irrespective of whether the property goes out on rent or no, you assure a monthly income for them.
Yeah, multiple model roles. So one of the prime ones is the lease concept. So we take over a property, as I said, we maintain it, and we are assuring them a fixed amount every month. Of course, there are some people who work on variable terms, so there it is a minimum guarantee. So we work in multiple. It depends on the owner and the flexibility that he wants or chooses. There are owners who live out of the country; they don't spend as much time. So for them, a lease makes a lot of sense.
Okay, just for the benefit of our viewers, want to understand, for if somebody has a land, do you even help them build a villa, or do you only take ready villas and then?
We have so far been only people who are taking on ready properties. The new batch, our next 2017 plan, is we're working with 7 or 8 property owners who bought land, and we're working with the architects and the company engineers. And when they're building up, we're building it to the way it would be optimal to a guest to stay in. So, an example could be a rooftop pool or a sauna steam or lift. Something as simple as the elevator is not there in any property in Goa. Elderly people need to have access. We are making the owners fuel to a way, so they have small pet kennels, so pets can travel with the owners and they can stay in the property. So we are helping up build the property towards the guest benefits.
Right. So there are many old and abandoned villas.
Yes, there
Do
are.
you also help them restore and maintain the
We
same?
have a guidance team. We have a small team of architects, interior designers who work in conjunction with the owner and guide them on how optimally they can build their property up. But essentially, we don't financially partake in the building, because after all, it's the property, it's the owner's property, and I have or we have restricted control over that part.
Right. So for somebody who wants to tie up with the weekend plan and is looking to monetize from their villa, are there any particular guidelines that you look for? Any particular location in Goa?
Uh, North Goa belt has been a more popular one recently. The strip between Kandalam and Bagator is where we are focusing for the next 2 years more.
Okay.
We prefer properties in that location. It's more popular to talk about Baga, Kandalam, Talungar because of three common words. But Anjuna, Bagator, Asaka, these places are people are developing and traveling to. Uh, so we are essentially looking in that sector. That is where we want to focus our energies on for the next 2 years.
Right. But other than location, what are the other parameters?
We look at the decor. We like properties that are more Portuguese style because it's true to the nature of the city. Of course, aircon, standard amenities. Beyond that, there is a lot of things that we add. So if a property owner has got restricted finances and we take over the property and we will spend our money and upgrade the place to a more optimal. Like a swimming pool is like a thing standard, but everyone's filtering system may not be that the way our guests are expecting it to be. So we come in and we invest our money and upgrade the property into a more suitable, desirable for a more cleaner environment for everyone.
Right. So which are the other locations that the weekend plan operates in? Not just Goa, outside of Goa as well.
We are currently in Maharashtra. We are focusing in Lonavala, Karjat, Khopoli, towards the Adler and Machika sector. Alibag, we are in Panchgini. We are going to Igatpuri now. Beyond Maharashtra, we are looking at Simla, Ooty, and internationally we have started working on Phuket and Kasargod.
And All the places have a similar business model?
The model will always be the same. The investor, the property owner will always be God for us. Simple.
Okay, so that's about the property owner. Tell us, like for me, I can't afford to buy a villa in Goa, and if I have to enjoy the same amenities, how does it really work?
It's very simple. Typically, unlike a marketplace where you to go and log on and search through options, you cannot figure out which one you want. The mother or group of girls can just pick up the phone and ask, we can plan which property is optimally suited for them, and we guide you to the right property within your finances. We have properties ranging from 10 to 15,000 rupees a night, all the way to 1,25,000 rupees a night. Varied level of luxury. The amenities are all same. You would definitely get your aircon and your private swimming pool. All those are standards. Your caretakers, your housekeepers, your cooks on call, your nannies, all those things, and cars on rental. All those things are guaranteed for everyone. Otherwise, you will get the best experience. The biggest single largest advantage of a villa rather than going to a hotel would be the privacy. A group of girls can just be comfortable in any of our pools. There is no one looking around. There are no cameras to look at you. There is no one who's judging you. So there is no discrimination of any kind. Privacy and the level of luxury that I can offer you will be unmatched, and it will be a reasonable price actually.
Right. Villa owners may be afraid of renting out their property to a group of friends or maybe youngsters with the fear that their property may get spoiled. Is there a reason for worry? And how do you address that?
Initially, there was when the property owner started talking to us. Then we realized the biggest factor for them was the property should be maintained well, and if anything breaks or there's wear and tear, what happens. So we decided to have our own team of management. So there are so unlike someone needs to go to a management company for it. We have electricians, we have carpenters, we have gardeners, we have plumbers. We have our own team who literally check every week, every property, every lock and key, every doorknob, and every cable line. So everything is operational at any given time. So if any wear and tear takes place, we take care of that at our own cost to minimize the owner's risk. Towards the owner's safety, we also provide a security deposit not to them, but we take a security deposit from the guest also. So when things do go wrong, and they do sometimes, the guests are often in a position to take care of their costs. So our security deposit is very high in the industry actually.
Right.
We are the highest. I mean, we are double the hotel cost, but then our properties are 7 times. Average villa would cost you around 3-4 crore rupees, as opposed to a hotel room, which effective cost would be like 2 lakhs.
Right. So let's discuss some price points here, Satish. Tell us, for somebody who wants to rent out a villa, how much can he look at making on a monthly basis? Who's the villa owner? And if you can just give us an approximate figure there.
15 lakh per annum is where it starts. It goes up to some people, we even up to pay 4 lakh rupees a month, depending on the level of luxury of the property.
Right.
An oceanfront or sea facing property gets obviously more. The more amenities your property has, the more is what you will receive, not only from us but via the guest through. And for the guest is concerned, it is of course, as I said, from 10
Right.
to 15,000 rupees up to all the way up to 1.5 lakh
Okay.
or per month, per night. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so it clearly seems like an attractive option to buy a villa in Goa, and those are some of the options how you can monetize from your villa. One second, we'll do the